What is up, everybody? It's your boy Naughty from Naughty Gaming, and today was the day that the Black Ops 3 Zombies, the new Zombies map for DLC2, Zetsubou no Shima, premiered, and it was the trailer of the new map. It was more of a cinematic introduction. They usually go with the gameplay trailer, but Jason Blundell surprised everyone with the introduction trailer. So, I mean, it was just really exciting. This is going to be Takiao's map, actually, and his storyline from what it actually really looks like. Because the first two maps, which is the giant, that one was Richthofen's map, and Richthofen's older self had to kill his younger self. And Tank Dempsey's map was this map that I'm actually showing you gameplay footage of right now. This was actually his storyline, and it was him kind of, it really wasn't killing himself off, but just kind of saying bye to his younger self, because his younger self was already dead. But so it's going to be Takiao's map, and then the next DLC3 is going to be Nikolai's storyline, and then after that it'll probably come to a head with the fourth DLC map, and it'll just maybe come to a big conclusion. It might leave us hanging. Jason Blundell did actually say a couple of cryptic comments, and during his interview with Noah J456, and which I'll talk about here in a little bit. But the trailer, you can see it on my Facebook page, Naughty Gaming, NAH-D Gaming. That's two words. Or you can check it out on my Twitter account at NaughtyGamer1, and that's one word, NAHDGAMER, no hyphen. But it, like I said, Takiao's map. It looks like Takiao's being interrogated by a couple of Chinese soldiers, and it almost looks like the four characters, Richthofen, Dempsey, Nikolai, and Takiao, maybe snuck up on this ship, because it looks like they're on a boat. It's not even a ship; it's a boat, almost like a canoe. It almost looks like a freaking a 8-man boat, and that's pretty much all it is. And I don't really get it when the boat kind of just tips over. It's it's really small, but I don't know how they got there. Maybe they got rescued. Maybe they were trying to escape from Dreisendrach, and the soldiers ended up taking these guys in, and after they took them in, they want to know, like, okay, well, where'd you come from? Because it really looks like they almost maybe knew Takiao, because they start asking him about the Emperor, and he's saying that he would never trade on the Emperor and stuff like that. It looks like they took his weapons away, which you see a couple of different guns, and you actually see a sword, like one of like a Takiao's samurai sword. And so I'm guessing, and I'm hoping, I'm really hoping that this new map is, you can upgrade like a sword, or you can have a sword. You didn't, like, for the giant, your secret, weapon, or your Easter egg weapon was the Annihilator pistol. In Origins, Black Ops 2, you get an elemental staff. Right here in Dreisendrach, you get a bow, which you could upgrade it to an elemental bow. So it's only right for the new map, which is Takiao's storyline, to get a samurai sword, because you always see in any of the introductions or any of the intros, Takiao always carrying a sword. He never has a gun. He pretty much always has a sword. So it's pretty much only right. As far as, like, going back to, like, the trailer goes, it looks like either they were trying to escape this Dreisendrach place, or almost looks like maybe they snuck on this ship or this boat. But in the trailer, they started getting interrogated by like these Chinese soldiers, and the main Chinese soldier is kind of telling them, what brought you here, what are you doing here, and stuff like that, and kind of talking about the Emperor, because Takiao is always usually talking about the Emperor a lot. So it seems like maybe, like, they might know the Emperor, or they might know Takiao also. So he's saying, I would never, distrust, the Emperor. I would never do anything to harm the Emperor and stuff like that. And it looks like they took everybody's guns away, but it almost looks like a bunch of different guns. There's a pistol, there's a different kind of a machine gun, and someone's also carrying that sword. It looks like they took the sword away from Takiao. But as he's saying that, Tank Dempsey's like, be careful with the, with that, the summoning key that the soldier took away from the boys. And, he's saying, well, what does this summoning key, even do? And he's like, oh, you don't want to mess with that. Tank Dempsey's saying, you don't want to mess with that, summoning key. It brings a lot of sadness, which I know he's reeling from having to look at his younger self dead in a casket and stuff like that. So, as that's happening, and as he's kind of being careless with the summoning key, the ship is rocking back and forth. Everyone kind of lose balance, and as they lose balance, the four beloved characters, they kind of take out all the soldiers that are on the boat, and the summoning key is on the ground and it's rolling back and forth, getting closer and closer to the edge of the boat. And as it's happening, it looks like Takiao is being really just like, cool, calm, and collective. He's just stabbing people on the side, walking, not even running to go chase the summoning key, but he's going towards the summoning key, but, he's pretty much just keeping his, cool, and, he's just flipping over people's backside, and, all of a sudden they take everybody out, and they all go for it, and they dive for it, where as it leaps over the boat, and they save it. They grab it and they save it, and it's pretty much a close call. As the boat capsized, it's they all the four of the characters are in the middle of the water. This crazy ass windstorm, and all the water that's surrounding them, almost like the Titanic, and as that's happening, they flip over the boat. They're hovering over the boat, and it looks like they're just kind of floating away onto this island, and which is the island that will be, which it'll be Takiao's, like I said, Takiao's storyline. Now, Jason Blundell, which he's the creator of Zombies, he actually had a Q&A with a YouTuber that I actually watch, Noah J456, and he answered a lot of questions and put a lot of things to rest, as far as like questions that we had, the community and stuff like that. He said that he does read a lot of the community's like comments and stuff like that, and tries to listen to the community, but he can't answer everybody's prayer, so he's just trying to do the best and do all this. He said that this new map though that's going to be debuting is probably one of the spookiest maps that he's ever created, and scariest maps that he's ever created, which I'm excited for. Zombies is already exciting. I remember when I first started playing it, I would get scared that, oh my god, zombies are like freaking right in front of me and they're gonna freaking eat me alive or something. But it's gonna be freaking awesome. But a lot of the stuff, he did say that the new map, it's gonna be taking place around the time period that Shino Numa was for Black Ops 1. For Black Ops 1. And it looks like he said that as they get to it, there's a lot of experiments taking place. A lot of zombie human experiments taking place, and a lot of bad stuff just went down there. And so they got to try to make it right. They got to right their wrong. He said stuff like that. He also talked about that he doesn't really know why a lot of people don't trust Richthofen as far as us as players. As we play and as we see, we've grown, to see Richthofen from, back in the day, from, World at War and Black Ops 1, and he just couldn't be trusted. He's the one that killed Maxis. He's the whole reason why we're in this predicament, because, he, trapped Samantha, and Samantha is the one that's actually in charge of trying to kill us all. And, it's all because of Richthofen, and, it's everyone's just trying to make it right. So it's tough, but, he said that he doesn't know why no one trusts Richthofen, which I think it's cryptic. I think what's going to end up happening, is he says something, he's going to say something like that, But at the end of the day, we're really not going to be able to trust Richthofen. I can see at the DLC4, maybe where this all comes ahead, everyone's not going to be able to trust Richthofen, and he's going to run away with the summoning key in everyone's souls and try to just kill everyone. Where it could also have a little plot twist where maybe a Black Ops, 4, when Black Ops 4 comes out, it'll be, everyone trying to, end this whole thing, or the 3 characters trying to end Richthofen and kill him. But, we'll see what happens, from there. He also said that there's still numerous Easter eggs out there that people have not even solved yet, and there's a main one that people haven't even solved yet, which I don't think it's in Horizon Drak. Maybe in Shadows of Evil, but I want to say the giant. Every time I think about it, I always think of the giant. So for the community, if everyone gets together, bands together, and tries to figure out what is going on in the giant, maybe we could put this to rest and figure all this out. That would be freaking awesome. And last but not least, there was a question that was asked of is there a way to upgrade the Apopka Servant in Shadows of Evil, and he cryptically said without he wanted to do it kind of cryptically, but his answer was you cannot upgrade the Apopka Serpent in Shadows of Evil. So that makes me guess that you cannot upgrade it in Shadows of Evil, but it's going to come back in maybe DLC 3 or DLC 4. Or this next DLC, who knows? But I don't think it's going to be this next one. I think it's going to be 3 or 4. But, that's pretty much it. I think that's going to be it. He was wearing a t-shirt that had the Apopkan language. So probably in the next coming days, people can get like a Photoshop editor and, clear this up. And maybe we could see all the language. That'd be awesome. But that was pretty much it. That was awesome. Everything was it. If you would like to see the trailer, if you like the video, my video that I just did right now, check out my video and the trailer at Naughty Gaming on Facebook. Check me out on YouTube, Naughty Gaming, the same way to spell it, NAH-D Gaming. You can check out my Twitter at NaughtyGamer1. And thank you guys again. I cannot wait for this trailer to come out. This map right here, I actually got to my highest level, 56 solo. So I'll show you. I'll put up a picture, a screenshot of when I died of it here in a second. But thank you guys again for watching. Check out Double XP this weekend and Double XP weapons. And thank you guys. See you later.